Hey, it's Joe, and welcome back to Humanfluence. Life's journey isn't a straight line, it's a mess of twists, setbacks, and revelations that only make sense in hindsight. We start out thinking we know what life is supposed to be a set of goals, relationships, maybe a career that gives us some meaning. But somewhere along the way, something happens, and suddenly everything you thought was true gets flipped on its head. And those moments, those are the real turning points. We like to call them epiphanies, as if they're neatly wrapped moments of clarity, but in reality, they're usually brutal. Epiphanies don't come when things are easy, they hit when everything falls apart, when the foundations you've built your life around start to crumble. It's the hard stuff, the gut wrenching, soul shaking moments that make us question everything we thought we knew. When life stops making sense, that's when you're closest to waking up. You see, people think awakening is this magical experience, like suddenly you see everything clearly. But real awakening is raw, it's painful, and it's relentless. It's realizing that the comfort you've been clinging to is a trap. The rules you thought you had to follow are just someone else's script. Awakening forces you to strip away everything false, and that's not easy. It's ripping yourself open to look at the uncomfortable truths you've been avoiding. And the journey, it never ends. Awakening isn't some destination you arrive at. It's a continuous process of unlearning, reevaluating, and choosing to be more real every day. Constantly breaking down old beliefs and piecing yourself back together. Only to break down again when the next truth shatters your perspective. You start seeing how you've been your own worst enemy. How your own ego has led you to clinging to identities that don't serve you. People don't tell you this, but awakening is lonely. Because as you start peeling away the layers, you realize just how much of society is built on illusions, on comfort, on people staying asleep. You look around and you see how everyone else is walking around with blinders on, playing roles they didn't even choose, and it's tempting to want to shake them awake, show them what you've seen, but that's not how it works. Everyone has their own path and their own time. So what are these epiphanies we talk about? They're the moments when you finally understand that life is about more than achievements, more than ticking off boxes on someone else's checklist. They're the realization that you have to live for you, for something real, something that can't be bought or measured. They're those moments when you're forced to let go of everything you thought you needed, and in that emptiness you find a truth so deep it changes everything. The truth is we don't find ourselves through success or stability. We find ourselves in the chaos, in the struggle. In those moments of absolute uncertainty, that's where growth happens. That's when you're tested, forced to confront who you really are, underneath all the conditioning. Life's journey isn't about getting what you want, it's about becoming who you're meant to be. And every epiphany, every painful realization along the way is just another step. In the end, the journey isn't about reaching some enlightened state where you have all the answers. It's about finding the courage to keep asking those questions, to keep shedding your old layers and face the unknown again and again. Because awakening isn't about being certain, it's about embracing the mystery and learning to live in that raw, vulnerable space. That's where life becomes real. And that's where you finally start to feel alive. Face the facts. Life isn't here to hand you comfort or validation. It's here to push you, break you, and reveal who you really are beneath all the noise. You can keep running, keep hiding behind distractions and shallow truths, or you can stand up and face it, because at the end of the day, the only thing standing between you and your own awakening is your willingness to confront what you've been avoiding all along. Humanfluence out.